Hey, this is Chad with BeGoneForGood. Wanted to reach out real quick because this is the first of a 3-part series on the Mosko Moto Nomad. This is mine right here. I will be initially breaking this apart as far as the unpacking process, the unboxing process. I'll go through everything that should be coming in your box, what it's used for, and how to get everything kind of assembled and arranged so that you can best use your Nomad right out of the box. The second video will be a step-by-step walkthrough of every pocket, every zipper, every pull, every panel that you have available in here, every different option. There is a lot going on in this pack, so the more you know about it, the more you know about the little side zippers and down here and what you can and can't put in there. I think the better off you're going to be. The last of the 3-part series is going to be everything that I've got in my Mosko Moto Nomad and how I use it. I haven't really stretched this thing nearly as far as it can go. I haven't done a long trip with it. I haven't arranged things the way that I really wanted. It's kind of just been a stow and go bag for me right now because I'm doing just daily commutes. But this has a lot of versatility to it, a lot of capability. To change from being a daily commuter to a long-term tank bag that you need on a around-the-world type trip. So we'll run through some of the different options that I've got in there and some of the different things that you can put in there to make your travels a little bit easier. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions for me, please leave that down below in the comments section. If you like what you're seeing here, you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel so that we can get more content out to you and more specific content to all the Africa Twin riders out there, all the Honda CB500X riders out there, anybody who's looking into Mosko gear or any of the other accessories that I've got on the bike. If you're interested in those as well, we can get you videos to cover everything that we've been covering or that we've dealt with in the course of our riding. So again, if you have any questions for me, please leave them for me. I'll get answers to you as quickly as possible, and thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, today I was delivered the new Mosko Moto tank bag, the Nomad. I'm going to open it up, show you what's inside, how it's being assembled, and maybe even some of the items that I'm going to be sticking inside. When you open the box, everything's laid out inside. It's all nicely individually wrapped. There's a quick letter there just to let you know thanks. I really appreciate that type of stuff, being this is a small company and they really value their customers. Obviously, if you've been on any of the forums and seen the group discussions where they talk about their products, it's clear that Mosko really wants to take care of their customers and create the best products for them. And it's letters like these that just let you know that they're really in tune with that type of process. On the back of that letter is the packing slip. It shows you that there should be a Nomad tank bag in there, the tank bag rain cover, the map pocket, 4 zip ties, a hose clip, a hose for the water bladder, and a drink tube. All those items are going to be in that box, and this is just to make sure that you've got everything necessary for that for the full assembly. Okay, here's everything laid out. We see the full tank bag right here at the bottom with the molly clips poking out through that plastic bag. Just to the left of that, we have the bladder for the water hydration bag. Above that, we have the blue rain cover to make this fully waterproof if ever it starts to get pretty torrential out there. Just to the right of that, we have the map cover, and then the zip ties. That little tiny package is the clip for the hydration hose to make sure that you've got that secured to the bag. And then that last bag with that snake-looking thing in there is the hydration hose itself. We'll go through these one by one just to make sure you've got everything in your bag. All right, the last item in that bag is, of course, the tank bag, the full big Mamma Jamma right here. This is the one that's been in production for a very, very long time, and they brought it out, and it's just been rave reviews for this. Everybody seems to be really happy with everything that it's held. The way that they've created this product, as opposed to being one large compartment, as most tank bags are, where things just kind of get lost and thrown in like a big toy chest. This instead is layered horizontally, so you have an option to put different items in each layer and kind of separate and compartmentalize the stuff that you have in your tank bag and keep better track of it, better order and organization on there. It is a great looking product. Like all Mosko Moto, it seems super, super tough. The outside fabric looks like the sort of thing that you could slide on top of and still come out unscathed. It's Carhartt type material, just super, super strong stuff. The bag itself has got a lot of weight to it. Not that it's overly heavy, but you can tell it's a quality made product. Seams seem extraordinarily strong, and this seems like the type of product that you can have on your bike for a good long time, going through some rugged environments and feel pretty confident that it's going to last. On the back here we have these backpack straps. These are a great addition to this tank bag for anybody who's looking to remove the bag at some point and be able to go into town or into the gas station or a restaurant, something along those lines. You can pop this off. These straps stuff into a pocket up here, so they don't always have to be hanging out while the bag is on your bike. But once you need it, you can strap this thing to your back. They're really, really lightweight. They feel really good and something that would be comfortable to put onto your back, especially for the small amount of stuff that you're going to be keeping in there. But you obviously want your GPS to go with you. You want your wallet. You want your sunglasses. A lot of those really expensive items that you keep in the bike that aren't necessarily locked in the back bags. This is a great way to take it with you and not look like you're carrying this big hunk of a boxy bag around with you. It looks like a great backpack, and now you can sling it over your shoulder just like that as well. Next up, we have the map pocket that sits on top of the tank bag if you so desire. Not a lot of people are using maps these days. Generally a lot of GPS and people that are on their phones. Obviously you can stick maps in here. This still seems like a great pocket for that type of thing. But if you want to, you could probably also jam a phone in there, and it might even be big enough for a smaller iPad. The MOLLE webbing is on the back here, just the way that it's on the tank itself, so you can make sure to secure this to that tank bag very, very well. My understanding is that this plastic covering is also tactile sensitive, so you'd be able to touch your phone through it or the iPad through it without any sort of issues. It looks like a great option if you are going to be doing any sort of map writing as well. Nice big clear window on there that you can see really well with that tank bag in front of you. Here we've got our rain cover. I love the blue on this as opposed to just keeping it straight black, and the gray accents on the front panel are really nice as well. This is a great looking bag, and part of the thing that I really like about Mosko products as well is obviously when you're talking about the functional nature of a lot of this equipment, it doesn't have to be good looking. It's not important that it's good looking, but it's really nice that they take the time to make sure that it is good looking. All of their products, on top of being hugely rugged and bomb-proof and really functional, also have a really, really great sharp look to them, and something that you can be proud of having on there, whether you're bombing through the Alpine or just going down to your Starbucks. The products look great, and they definitely are eye-catching, and that blue is a lot of that presence out here, especially when you've got that rain cover on. All right, here's the hydration bag. Looks like it's about a 60-ounce bag here with the attached hose. You just go ahead and fill this up and jam that in the bag right there at the bottom, and you'll have 60 ounces worth of drinking water, or I guess whatever you want in there. I've been told to only put water in bags like this because any sort of juice or anything really that's got any sort of flavoring to it at all will kind of ruin the bag for future water usage. It'll always kind of taste like whatever you put in there. If you put Kool-Aid or Tang or whatever, it'll always taste that way. You'll never really be able to clean it out properly. So I've always stuck with just plain water in there. Here you've got the hydration hose. This is a fairly simple product. Obviously, it just has a bite valve on one end and the screw top to go directly into the hydration bag on the other. Nice long blue hose for any sort of water device that you got. And I've also heard that it's really good on these type of things, especially anything that's going to be out in the elements, to find a sleeve to go over it. That way the sun doesn't cook your water that's in that pipe and give you a blistering tongue for your first swallow. I find that's probably a good idea, just to grab a sleeve, put it over that, and that way you can keep some of that sun off of that hose while you're riding.
Okay, lastly, we have some of the more exciting items that are included in the bag. You've got 4 zip ties and a little clip for your hose to make sure that you can secure that to the bag somehow. Otherwise, it'll just be dangling there next to your tank, and probably not the sort of thing that you want with your hydration. So these may be small, they may be what appears to be less significant, maybe not the most exciting items in there, but very, very necessary for both installation and the usage of this bag long term.
Thank you for watching the first part of our Mosko Moto Nomad Tank Bag series. The next 2 parts will be coming shortly. If you would like to see them, make sure you subscribe below. If you have any questions or comments on the current video or any other videos, also feel free to leave us a message. Thanks a lot.